Silence of God is terrible, but it also helps you to be built up for a special purpose. Moses was one of the greatest men in the Old Testament. Even though he, with all the other Israelite newborn, were meant to be killed, he was not only safe, but also he grew up in the Pharaoh's palace. Later he left the palace because he preferred to be abandoned, to be sent into the wilderness instead of living in a place where his folk is enslaved. Before God called Moses for his purpose, Moses waited 40 years in the wilderness. But we see that a Moses who was raised in a palace, who had all the authorities, who was trained for leadership, after 40 years in the wilderness, he was basically nothing. But then God came and prepared this empty vessel to guide the Israelite, his people, to the promised land. Here we see how Moses was taught humility, and this humility made him teachable. He was taught what he has to do when God was sending him. And he was so humble that he was the only man in the Old Testament God was talking face to face. Here we see how God prepares a person to be humble for his purpose. And God's silence means he's preparing you for his special and divine purpose.